With a neat label diagram, describe the parts of a typical angiosperm ovule. Now let us learn the structure of a angiosperm ovule with its parts. So here is a typical angiosperm ovule which is called as anatropous ovule. Now anatropous ovule contains funiculus, hilum, integument, micropyle end, chalazal end, nucellus, and within the nucellus the embryo sac. The first one, funiculus, it is a stalk-like structure which represents the point of attachment of the ovule to the placenta of the ovary. So here we can see this is the funiculus, which is a stalk. Through this stalk, the ovule will be attached to the placenta of the ovary. So here the placenta is not visible. So with the help of funiculus, the ovules are attached to the placenta of the ovary. The next one is hilum. It is the point where the body of the ovule is attached to the funiculus. So here is the hilum. So through hilum, the entire ovule is attached to the funiculus. This whole structure, which is called as ovule, will be attached to the funiculus through hilum. The next one is integument. They are the outer layers surrounding the ovule that provides protection to the developing embryo. So here there are two integuments, so the outer and the inner. So the entire ovule is surrounded by integument. Right from here, the two layers will cover the entire ovule so that the embryo which is developing inside the ovule would be protected. So the main function of integument is to provide protection. The next structure is micropyle. It is a narrow pore formed by the projection of integuments. It marks the point where the pollen tube enters the ovule at the time of fertilization. So the development of integument starts from the chalazal point. It covers the entire ovule, but opposite to chalazal end, there is a small gap left. Now this small gap is called as micropyle. And through the micropyle, so during fertilization, when the pollen tube carrying the male gametes enter into the ovule, it would be through the micropyle. So small opening which is present opposite to the chalazal end is called as micropyle, and this is formed by the projections of the integument. So these are the projections of integument giving rise to micropyle. The next structure is nucellus. It is a mass of parenchymatous tissue surrounded by the integument from outside. The nucellus provides nutrition to the developing embryo, and the embryo sac is located inside the nucellus. So we have just learnt about the integument. So these two layers are the integument. Now just inside the integument, the entire bigger cell over here, bigger mass of cells, which is called as nucellus. They are generally parenchyma in nature. The type of cell is parenchyma cells. And these cells, the main function is to provide nutrition for the developing embryo. So after fertilization, when the embryo is formed, it obtains its nutrients from the nucellus. And the nucellus is a place where the embryo sac, that is the female gametophyte, is present. So here we can see this is the embryo sac. It is formed within the nucellus of the ovule. The next structure is chalaza. It is the based swollen part of the nucellus from where the integument originates. So this end is called as chalazal end, which is the base of the nucellus, and from here the integument will start. So opposite to the chalazal end, there is a micropyle end. Now these are the main parts of the angiosperm. Funiculus, which is called as stalk. Now this stalk helps in attachment of the ovule to the placenta. The entire ovule is connected to funiculus through hilum. The entire ovule is protected by two outer layers called integument, and inside the integument is a nucellus which have nutrition, which provides nutrition to the developing embryo, and it also houses the embryo sac. Now there are two ends, one end called as chalazal end from where the integument will develop, the opposite end called micropyle end where a small pore is left so that the pollen tube carrying the male gametes can enter into the ovule. Now these are the structures of a typical angiosperm ovule.